All right, so this is the Uwant Spot Cleaner. It basically does everything that you're going to need, especially if you're trying to clean anything in your car, but it also is great for household items like couches, sofas, carpeting. I'm going to give it a test, check it out, and see how well this works. The reason I went with this one over some of the others, portability was a big issue because working in a car, I wanted to be able to get it around. The larger ones just are so clumsy, makes it so much more difficult. Another feature of this, it has 3 different settings. You can do it on just room temperature settings, meaning that the water, the agitator, everything just uses it as it is. It will also do a heated as well as a steamed. Obviously for the Aston Martin, if I'm going to do the carpeting, if I'm going to actually try to get that mold out, we're going to use the steam feature. It's very cool. There's a lot of different attachments. Everything that you see here comes with it. This is for pure steam. You also get in here a spot and stain remover, which we're going to try out. It's got a steam agitator brush. Right now I've got the normal vacuum head on here where you will be able to see it suck up the water. It's got the agitator brush on this side. It's also got a pad so that I could use it on the leather, especially for steam cleaning it. And then it's got another side that is more of a rubber so that you could agitate something a little bit better. So it's a lot of different features all in one compact unit. I'm really excited to get to use it. I'm curious to see how much dirt that we can get out of some of these things. This little piece right here is for the self-cleaner. After you're done with it, you put this on and you can run the unit and it will clean itself. So this is a lot better than what I was trying to do before. This is going to make my life easier. If you're a car guy, this is something that you probably should have. Also, if you have a house, this is something that you should have. Pet stains, kid stains, which I have a bunch. So we're going to set this bad boy up, give it a shot, and let's see if we can get all of my cleaning needs completed today. All right, guys, this is my 2000 F250, and this is a workhorse, which means it doesn't get all the TLC that it probably deserves. And I thought, what better way to actually try this product out than on 20-some years of dirt, grime, and grease. I've got a few different tests that I'm going to do in here. I think the first one that I'm going to do is work on one of these mats. As you can tell, there are dirt stains, rust stains, but this mat is especially bad. So let's start there. Here is the mat from the truck, and you can tell there is years of caked on love in this mat. So we're going to try out the Uwant Spot Cleaner on it and see how well it does. Okay guys, so I've got some of their spot remover I'm going to spray on there. I've got the agitator brush on here. And I think what I'm going to do is actually set this one to hot and see if that will help remove some of these stubborn stains. I don't know what's going to happen, but let's give it a shot. So I feel good about that. Liberal. I'm going to turn her on. Now, remember, the trigger down here is so that you can get the water to come out, and then you agitate, it will automatically vacuum. Turning her on to hot. All right, we got hot coming out. We've got this. I'm going to go ahead and just pre-soak it. It really is that easy, and it's amazing how quickly these become clean. I'm just impressed. Here's a quick before and after. So for a work truck, she's actually remarkably clean, but I think that that's deceiving. After so many years and so much use, that is caked on grime. Now there is a small stain right there that we're going to try. We're going to pre-treat, but there's something even more special that I'm going to show you after I clean this seat. So let's get started. I'm going to turn this back to the hot feature. Got hot. So even with that short of a time to clean it, you can see that it removed the stain that was there. But this is the part that I want to show you, which is going to make you believe that this is actually working as well as it is. All right, guys, this is what I want to show you. If we take this off, open it up, and look at the dirty water. That's not even dirt, that's chocolate milk. That is everything that was in those seats. That's how you know that this is working. So some of you may remember this Aston Martin, and it is a barn find. It still has the layer of dust that is probably somewhere between 10 to 12 years old on it. But one of the issues that we had was the mold that was inside. Now, I did try to use a steam cleaner on some of the upholstery, and I got most of it out, but there is still a lot left in here that needs to be cleaned. So today we're going to use the spot cleaner to see if we can clean up all of the rest of the mold and any dirty areas on this car, which is just about everywhere. The passenger seat is equally as dirty, and we'll take care of some of those spots, but this is the main area of concern. The mold here needs to go away. So we'll steam clean that, and hopefully it will all be gone. So I've got it on where I have the vacuum that will steam and the nice soft touch brush. And I figured that we would start with this area right here that has all the mold and see exactly what it does. So I'm going to turn the unit on to heat. Nice thing is it only takes a few seconds to start up. Then you just hold the button down to get steam. All right, now we've got steam going, nice and steamy. And would you look at that? Looks brand new. Also cleaned the side of the seat too. So nice. So, this is amazing. Took the mold off with the steam feature. We'll get dirt and debris off of your leather and everything like that. No problem. The only issue now is I have to finish the car, so I'm going to work on that. But while I do, let's try this thing out on some carpet and see if it can clean that. This thing's amazing. So like I was saying, this isn't only for cars. This is definitely going to be helpful even in the house. And you can see right here, I've got a nice stain. And I'm sure that there was a 6-year-old that helped me with this, but I was not able to get any confession out of them. Super easy to use. There's the clean water fill. All I did was fill that up. One of the cool features of this product as well is that you can add cleaner to this, or you can add a fragrance to it. So there's a lot of different ways to do it. This time I am doing just water, and then I am going to soak that with some of the Oxy Spot Remover, and we're going to give that a try. So now that I have the water tank filled, and it's also got the dirty reservoir that it's going to suck and put everything into, I've got this ready. Super easy to change attachments. Press the one release, and then you can put on a different one. I'm going to use with the scrub brush and also just suck up the water that way. This button right here will spray the water, so that will be able to come out. Before I do that, I am going to just kind of pre-treat this. See how that works. And now we can get going. Turn this bad boy on. Got a little bit left. A little more right there. I don't know, that might have been way too easy. That came out perfectly. Look at that. It does a great job of getting all the moisture up too, so that it still is damp, don't get me wrong, but it's not wet. And you can see that it started to fill up the container. Took me how long? Not even a minute to get rid of that. I love this thing. It makes life so much easier. All right, guys. Whether you do this for automotive restoration or you're just looking for a spot cleaner for your carpets, this thing does it all and absolutely does it well. I hope that I got to show you guys how well that it can work on the leather interiors, how well it can work on carpeting, how it has 3 different features. You can use it on just normal water, you can heat that water up, or you can use steam. It's got different heads for different types of agitation. You can actually brush the carpet, or with the leather, it's got the softer pad. It has so many features. Also comes great with this Oxy Spot Clean. One of the features that I love about this that has not even been mentioned, the extension cord with it. Well, I guess it's not even an extension cord, it's the cord that comes with it, but this thing is long. Now, you might think that that is a very silly thing to talk about, but when you're trying to get this where you need it to be, you might not have an extension cord. You don't need one with this. All of the other units that I've looked at and tried, they have like a 4-foot cord, and it just doesn't work for me. This thing does everything well, and it's all in a very compact unit that I can just put in a storage shelf when I'm not using it. This is going to come in handy for everything. Once again, I've used this for the cars, I've used it for pet stains, I've used it for kids and just running around and they drop juice boxes everywhere. This will do it all. It's got the 2 different sides. One of them you can fill up with clean water, and the other is where it sucks it up so that you can dispose of it. This little unit, for the price that it is well worth the bang for the buck. Even if you don't do car stuff, you should have one. If you do car stuff, this is a must. It can clean up anything. Those spills with coffee, this is what this was made for. Anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. If you want any information on this, please check the link below. Everything should be in the description. So until next time, like, subscribe, share, and we'll catch you then.